I still love Jordan Peterson. Absolutely nothing that I said about him previously is no longer true. However, the direction he has gone is something I do not want to be associated with. And no, I'm not saying you would judge me for being critical. I judged me for being critical. I didn't want to. But because I was so strongly associated with Peterson, I did want to get that out there that he's moved in directions that I just don't want to be associated with. So I still love his old stuff. And in fact, the reason I find it so disappointing, the changes he's made, I disagree with. The reason I find them so disappointing is precisely because he had something that was so precious at the beginning. Jordan Peterson reached desperately suicidal people of all political persuasions in a way that I've never seen anyone do. Even though initially he was divisive and initially he was speaking out against the far left, initially he was doing it in such a good way that far left people were taking advantage of his material and pulling themselves out of suicidal states. I've spoken to them. He was reaching far left people, and he was reaching just people desperate about to commit suicide. He was even reaching school shooters that were planning on shooting up schools. He could reach those kind of people. He could reach them on the left and the right. His newer material, which I find more divisive, like his comment that girl isn't beautiful, and then he does a podcast with Michaela discussing his reasons for it. And the end of it, he says, so you know what? If you don't like it, fuck you. I can't believe he did that. It's like, really? Anyone who didn't like that you called her not beautiful, you want to say fuck you to them all now? And so we don't want to help any of those people. And like, by the way, I didn't like that. I thought she was beautiful. I didn't like that you said it. And also, with a lot of Peterson's material, I just don't like how angry he's gotten. I don't like that he chose a side, and I'm not saying he chose the wrong side. I don't judge left or right as wrong. Initially, Peterson was not choosing a side and was saying he was meta-political. This is something I liked it when he wasn't choosing a side because he was reaching both sides. Then he chose a side, and then he got more divisive, more angry, and more offensive. That really disappoints me only because that alienates people he used to reach. And that was such a precious service he provided that I don't see anyone else filling that niche. Does anyone else see someone else filling the niche of early Peterson, of reaching the desperately suicidal, reaching far left people and school shooters and pulling them out of the darkness?